Hello everyone, this is Forrest Lycone here back with another tropical update. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Time, June 23rd, 2023, and there you have it. We still have two named systems, two tropical storms as you can see right over here. This is Brett right over here. Winds at around 50 miles per hour moving west at 21 miles per hour, so it is moving pretty fast. You can see it's very, very disorganized with the center of circulation right around here. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity to the east. And as you can see right over here, it is expected to decrease and weakening as it moves to west throughout the Caribbean, as you can see right over here. And there goes Tropical Storm Cindy, still strengthening, as you can see right over here. So it is not at its peak yet. It has winds at around 50 miles per hour, moving west northwest at around 16 miles per hour. Now, with Tropical Storm Cindy, it is not expected to affect the Leeward Islands as of Tropical Storm Bret did just late overnight last night, as you can see right over here. Still bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity to the Lesser Antilles and most of the Leeward Islands, as you can see right over here. Now, Tropical Storm Bret was very, very disorganized right now. It was very better disorganized, not just a couple days ago, but there's a lot of wind shear moving from the north, pushing towards the east, and it's going to be pushing most of the shower and thunderstorm activity to the east of Tropical Storm Bret right over here. And as it moves west throughout the Caribbean, it is expected weakening due to a lot of wind shear around 20 to 25 knots throughout the Caribbean right now. Tropical Storm Cindy is in some good favorable conditions. It was dealing with some dry air earlier today, but it is expected to strengthen into at least 60 to 65-mile tropical storm. So it's expected to be a strong tropical storm moving northwest, missing the Lesser Antilles right over here, expected to make that northwestern turn just east of the Lesser Antilles as of late early next week, as you can see right over here. And as you can see, like I said, Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to strengthening to a strong tropical storm, but not expected to affect any land areas as of right now, as you can see right over here. So this is a live look thanks to tropicaltidbits.com. There goes Tropical Storm Bret, slowly weakening as it moves west pretty fast at around 21 miles per hour, like I said. And there goes Tropical Storm Cindy right now as of 8 p.m. 50 miles per hour, moving west northwest at around 16 miles per hour. And as you can see right over here, let's take a look at the water vapor. The water vapor, it looks very, very good. Tropical Storm Cindy has been dealing with some disorganization for the past couple hours, but it is expected to strengthening. It has been dealing with a lot of dry air around Tropical Storm Cindy, but overall it is expected to move west northwest, missing the Lesser Antilles, and is expected to strengthen over those warm bodies of water where those wind shear conditions are very, very light, as you can see right over here. Other hand, Tropical Storm Bret is expected to weaken, and it did impact the Lesser Antilles significantly overnight last night, bringing some tropical storm force winds. And as you can see, I'll be showing you guys that later in the video. But tropical storm warnings and watches have been lifted for the Lesser Antilles, as you can see right over here, as Bret moves west pretty fast at around 21 miles per hour. So as left the Lesser Antilles, moving west throughout the Caribbean last night into early this morning, and is expected to move west, not affecting any land area. There is no tropical storm warnings or watches for the islands and the Caribbean, as you can see right over here. Mainly expected to become a fish storm as wind shear and dry air is expected to affect Tropical Storm Bret as it moves west towards Central America, as you can see right here. But Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to strengthen to a maybe 60 to 65-mile per hour storm later in a couple of days, as you can see right over here. Tropical Storm Cindy is looking better organized and is expected to get better organized within the next couple hours or so, as you can see right over here. But as of right now, most of the spotty shower and thunderstorm activity is it's like a cluster of shower and thunderstorm activity is, as you can see right over here, is happening from Cindy. Not just 24 hours ago, it was a ball of shower and thunderstorm activity convection, very, very disorganized. But as you can see right over here, for the past couple hours, Cindy has gotten disorganized a little and been stationary with wind speeds at around 60 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour, I should say, for the past couple hours or so, as you can see right over here, moving west northwest at around 16 miles per hour, as you can see right over here. This is the water vapor imagery. There goes Tropical Storm Bret, still bringing some moisture to the Lesser Antilles as of right now, but it's expected to move west where there's a lot of dry air, and strong wind shear is impacting the system as of right now. As you can see, the center is right over here, where most of its broad shower and thunderstorm activity is to the east, impacting the Lesser Antilles as of right now. As you can see right over here, and as you can see, Tropical Storm Cindy right over here, expecting to move northwest, not expected to impact the Lesser Antilles, but Bermuda might need to watch its system as of next week, late next week. It could impact Bermuda as a strong tropical storm, as you can see right over here. But as of right now, this is too far out to say for sure. Things can change, as you can see right over here. So there goes Tropical Storm Cindy, kind of getting its act together as a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. As you can see right over here, we do have some tropical waves moving off the west coast of Africa. Those are not expected to develop within the next couple days, as of from the National Hurricane Center. Speaking of the National Hurricane Center, this is from the National Weather Service, actually. There goes Tropical Storm Bret, and there goes Tropical Storm Cindy. Tropical Storm Bret is not expected to develop. It is expected to weakening. It is at its weakening stage, with winds had topped at around 70 miles per hour not just a couple days ago. And as it's moving west throughout the Caribbean, like I said, there's a lot of wind shear, at least 20 to 25 knots. That is going to be, you know, dislocating its shower and thunderstorm activity to the east, impacting the Lesser Antilles, as you can see right over here. So there goes Tropical Storm Bret, and there we have it. Tropical Storm Cindy. It's not at its peak. It is expected to strengthen into a strong tropical storm, 60 to 65 miles per hour. More than likely, it's going to be 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, as you can see right over here. Moving northwest, expected to move northwest into the mid-Atlantic. You can see that high pressure system steering these two systems to the west, as you can see right over here. But as you can see, Tropical Storm Cindy is better organized than Tropical Storm Bret as of right now. At Tropical Storm Bret is we're in that area where conditions are unfavorable, where that wind shear is very, very strong. But ocean temperatures are very, very warm, but that wind shear is just too strong for Tropical Storm Bret to strengthening at all. If it wasn't for that wind shear, Tropical Storm Bret would have became a hurricane as of right now, maybe even a stronger tropical storm than what it is right now. But that wind shear is very, very strong, and we do have a lot of dry air throughout the Caribbean where Tropical Storm Bret is located. And as you can see right over here, there goes that tropical wave that just emerged off the west coast of Africa. And as of right now, that is not expected to develop. We do have a tropical wave over the southern tip of South America, Central America, I should say, in the northern tip, western tip of South America. That is not expected to develop as of right now. We do have a tropical wave moving throughout the eastern Pacific, moving west, as you can see right over here. And this is from the National Hurricane Center. This is the map from the National Hurricane Center. As of 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time, June 23rd, 2023, there we have it, Tropical Storm Bret. As you can see, 50-mile-per-hour wind speeds, like I said. This is the 18th advisory. Minimum central pressure is around 1,004 millibars. The pressure is expected to go up as this system moves west throughout the Caribbean, interacting with that wind shear and that dry air, as you can see right over here. Moving west at around 21 miles per hour, so it is moving pretty fast, and it could approach the Central American region, including Honduras, as a weak tropical depression or just a low wave impacting you guys within the next couple days, maybe even as early as next week. So there we have it. We do have Tropical Storm Cindy moving west northwest at around 16 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is around 1,003 millibars. Maximum sustained winds, like I said, is around 50 miles per hour. It is expected to move northwest, not affecting the Lesser Antilles, maybe bringing some strong waves throughout the coastlines, but it is expected to move northwest towards Bermuda. And I've been looking at the models for the past couple days, past couple hours, and as you can see, Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to weaken due to that wind shear at around this area, just north of Puerto Rico, kind of northeast of Puerto Rico as a tropical depression, and it's expected to gain strength and move towards Bermuda as a strong tropical storm, maybe in a hurricane within the next couple days. So it is expected to weakening, maybe later this weekend, and then strengthening back up into a strong tropical storm or even a category 1 hurricane by next week. So I'll be watching that for you guys. And as you can see, the Eastern Pacific, we do have one area you're watching right over here with a 30% chance of developing within the next 2 days, but a 90% chance of developing within the next 7 days. A broad trough of low pressure located several hundred miles south of southern Mexico continues to produce large area of disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity. So as it moves north, it is expected to be in an a favorable environment for the system to develop, as you can see right over here. And this does develop. This will be a tropical depression and maybe tropical storm Adrian. And within the next couple of days, if this does develop into a storm, as you can see right over here, but it is moving parallel southwest to the southwest coast of Mexico, as you can see right over here. This is the 7-day graphical outlook. It is expected to move parallel, like it said, moving west, as you can see right over here. It is expected to develop within the next 7 days, as you can see right over here. This system right over here, disturbance number 1. Then we have disturbance number 2 with a low 20% chance of developing within the next 7 days, and not likely to develop within the next 2 days, as you can see right over here. And unlikely, this system has just been highlighted by the National Hurricane Center just a couple hours ago. And if this system does develop, I will keep you guys updated on these two systems in the Eastern Pacific. We have not forgotten about the Eastern Pacific, as you can see right over here. And as you can see, the ocean temperatures are very warm where these two disturbances are, and these two systems are expected to be located. As you can see right over here, this has a better chance of developing. As you can see right over here, the percentages has gone up gradually within the past couple days, and this is expected to develop. As you can see right up here, this could be a tropical depression. Not even as next several days, it could be a tropical depression as it moves generally west northwestward, as you can see right up here. So I will keep you guys updated on the Eastern Pacific, but the two systems we are talking about, the Tropical Storm Bret and Tropical Storm Cindy, which as of right now not expected to affect any land as of right now. As you can see, Cindy is expected to move northwest towards Bermuda, weakening by this weekend. Bret is expected to weakening due to a lot of wind shear and dry air throughout the Caribbean, as you can see right over here. Now, as we look at Tropical Storm Bret in this discussion, we do have still have some tropical storm force winds, especially north of the center, and it's expected to stay a tropical storm, maybe weakening to like a 50 to 40 mile per hour storm, as you can see right over here, and become a tropical depression by early next week, as you can see 2 a.m. by Sunday morning. A tropical depression, as you can see right over here, it's moving pretty fast at 21 miles per hour, as you can see right over here. But other than that, it is not expected to affect any land as of right now, and maybe affect the Central American regions, including Honduras and Nicaragua, and maybe even Costa Rica, as a wave, as you can see right over here, moving into the Eastern Pacific by late next week, as you can see right over here. Arrival time, as you can see, Tropical Storm Bret is located right over here and expected to move and stay out to sea of the Caribbean for the next couple of days, as you can see right over here. Wind history, we did have the swath of tropical storm force winds. No hurricane force winds has been detected. It was a very, very close call, not just a couple days ago, with 70 mile per hour winds. Just needed 4 miles per hour plus for the system to be clarified as Hurricane Bret, but this was a tropical storm, a very strong tropical storm that affected the Lesser Antilles last night, bringing some tropical storm force winds, some heavy rainfall, and some storm surge, maybe up to a couple inches of rain throughout the Lesser Antilles as Tropical Storm Bret has moved through that area, through those islands last night. So I hope everybody is okay throughout the Lesser Antilles, and I hope everybody has recovered and back to normal, as you can see right over here. Now let's go look at Tropical Storm Cindy. Let's go take a look at Cindy. Cindy is not expected to infect the Lesser Antilles. As you can see right over here, Cindy is expected to move parallel to the Lesser Antilles, moving northwest. As you can see right over here, it's expected to gain strength and become a stronger tropical storm within the next couple days, and is expected to become a tropical depression, maybe regaining strength by mid next week. As you can see right over here, affecting Bermuda. I'll be showing you guys the runs in the GFS model and the European model, both kind of saying the same thing. As you can see right up here, moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. We did have a swath of tropical storm force winds. As you can see right over here, this is basically going to be a fish storm within the next 5 days or so. So I will keep an eye on this system. Wind probability, very high chance of some tropical storm force winds. That is, at it is producing some tropical storm force winds. 50 mile per hour wind speeds is likely, maybe a 5 to 10% chance. Hurricane force winds, not expected to become a hurricane at all as of right now, as you can see right over here. Now, as we look at the wind shear, now this is where Tropical Storm Cindy is. You can see the wind shear is very, very good and very, very favorable, as you can see, for some development. But as it moves northwest, parallel to the Lesser Antilles, it is expected to encounter some wind shear. It is expected to become a tropical depression by early next week. And there goes Tropical Storm Bret. There is a lot of wind shear in the East Caribbean right over here. And as it moves west, very, very fast, it is expected to encounter that wind shear and weakening, as you can see right over here. It already is weakening with most of the shower and thunderstorm activity to the east of the center of circulation from Tropical Storm Bret. You can see most of the shower and thunderstorm activity still impacting the Lesser Antilles as of right now. So most of the shower and thunderstorm activity, you don't see any in the western side of Tropical Storm Bret. It is very, very disorganized. That wind shear is just irritating this storm. As you can see right up here, you can see some flare up of some strong thunderstorm activity try to pop up, but that wind shear is just going to keep this storm from intensifying and weakening within the next couple days or so, as you can see right over here. So this is the wind shear anomaly. There goes Tropical Storm Cindy, and there's Tropical Storm Bret, where Cindy is in a favorable condition right now for some strengthening a little bit. Not expected to strengthen to a hurricane or anything, but winds at around 65 miles per hour at least, as you can see right over here. So this is what it looks like right now. You can see the ocean temps are very, very warm throughout the Caribbean, and where Tropical Storm Cindy is right over here, 28 to at least 30 degrees Celsius right over here. That is about 80 to 83 miles per hour. Fahrenheit, as you can see right over here. So as Tropical Storm Bret moves, it is moving over some more bodies of water, but wind shear is just going to, take a toll on the system. So a warm the oceans can be as warm as it gets, but Tropical Storm Bret is not expected to strengthening and is expected to weakening down within the next couple days, as you can see right over here. Here's another map of the ocean temperatures. You can see Tropical Storm Bret is in some very, very warm ocean waters, as you can see right over here in the Eastern Caribbean. And as you can see, Tropical Storm Cindy is in some warm ocean waters also, as you can see right over here. But Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to strengthen into a maybe 60, 65 mile per hour tropical storm within the next couple of days as it encounters some wind shear by maybe early next week, as you can see right over here. Then expected to re-strengthening, impacting Bermuda within the next week, later next week. So Bermuda, keep an eye on Cindy. It is headed towards your direction, but expected to decrease into a tropical depression, maybe re-strengthening as wind shear gets lower and weaker, where Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to be. Now, as we look at the GFS model, thanks to tropicaltidbits.com, let's look at a closer model. Let's look at the Tropical Atlantic. There goes Tropical Storm Bret, and there goes Tropical Storm Cindy. As you can see, they're both at the same intensity, as you can see right here, both at 50 miles per hour, but Bret is weakening while Tropical Storm Cindy is gradually strengthening. There goes our high pressure system, and there you can see Tropical Storm Bret is expected to move west throughout the Caribbean. It's expected to weakening, be out of here within the next couple of days, but there goes Cindy right over here, expected to be a strong tropical storm, and as you can see, that wind shear kind of takes a toll on it, and right around Sunday, it is expected to weakening a little, but as you can see, within the next couple days, the GFS model from tropicaltidbits.com has seen a stronger tropical storm, maybe even a Category 1 hurricane, impacting the east coast of Bermuda, as you can see right over here. So it is expected to move north and re-strengthening as that wind shear gets a little bit weaker, where Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to weakening, as you can see right over here. But as overall, nothing else is expected to develop within the next couple weeks throughout the main development region. We could see a strong tropical wave move throughout the northern tip of South America, but that's about it. So as you can see, Tropical Storm Bret moving west, that is a no longer expected to strengthening. It is expected to move west towards that strong wind shear that's moving from the north to the east. And as you can see right over here, it is expected to uh, disrupt tropical storms Bret's thunderstorm activity. And as you can see, Tropical Storm Cindy is expected to strengthen into a strong tropical storm, maybe 60 miles per hour by this weekend. By Sunday, later sometime on Sunday, it is expected to weaken again to a tropical depression and may re-strengthening within the next mid to late next week, maybe strengthening back up to a tropical storm, maybe in a hurricane within the next week or so. So I will keep you guys updated. This is way too far out to say for sure. Only time will tell what Tropical Storm Cindy will do, as you can see right over here. Now you look at the European model, kind of saying the same thing. As you look at a closer view at the European model, let's look at that view. As you can see, let's see where Tropical Storm Bret is going. As you can see, Tropical Storm Bret is expected to become a tropical depression, maybe even a tropical wave, bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity to the Central American region within the next couple days. As you can see right over here, and there goes Tropical Storm Cindy. This is Monday, as you can see, what they're expected to weakening a little bit with pressure going up to around 1,010 millibars. So as the pressure goes up, the storm weakening. As you can see, this is a GFS model, by the way. Let me go to the European model. European model saying something a little bit similar. As you can see, there goes Tropical Storm Bret, expected to weakening to a tropical depression, maybe in a tropical wave within the next couple of days. And there goes Cindy right over here. Cindy is expected to go back to a 1,010 millibar pressure. So as uh, the pressure goes up within the system, it is expected to weaken, and that shows weakening within the system. But as Tropical Storm Cindy moves up the coast move throughout the Central Atlantic right over here, by Tuesday, it is expected we could see some strengthening again. But the European model is seeing a little bit of strengthening, but it takes a little bit longer than the GFS model. Maybe by late next week, you could see a little bit of strengthening impacting the Canada within the next couple of days. So GFS model and European model is saying that this tropical storm Cindy is expected to weaken and gain strength by early next week, impacting Canada. As you can see right over here, there goes tropical storm Cindy impacting Canada as it moves north. As you can see right over here, so both models are saying that. Like, look at the icon model. Icon models not really saying anything different. As you can see, there goes Tropical Storm Bret weakening within the next 24 hours or so as it moves west throughout the Caribbean, encountering some strong wind shear. And there goes Tropical Storm Cindy right over here, moving northwest, expected to weakening by Sunday. As you can see right over here, by early mornings of Sunday, maybe afternoons on Sunday. But as it moves northwest towards Bermuda, it is expected to strengthening a little bit. The icon model is seeing some strengthening again, but it takes a while for the icon model to see that it is expected to strengthen into a strong tropical storm, as you can see right over here. So that's of that. There goes Tropical Storm Bret. Like I said, moving west pretty fast, expected to weakening, no further strengthening from Bret. But Cindy is expected to weaken into a tropical depression on Sunday, but expected to re-strengthen it. So all three models are seeing this re-strengthening by late next week, mid to late next week. As we go back to the GFS model right over here, let's go to the Eastern Pacific where two systems could develop, as you can see right over here. So this is as of right now, but as the GFS model is picking up a system to develop next week, as you can see right over here, two systems actually. So the GFS model is saying two strong systems, maybe a category 1, category 2, maybe in a category 3 system right over here, just to the south of that system. Move parallel to the Mexico right over here, moving northwest, as you can see right over here. So I'll be watching these two systems, and we could see another system develop within the Gulf of Mexico. But the GFS model is known for making these fantasy storms. So the European model, we got to look at these other models, as you can see right over here. So GFS model is seeing two strong systems throughout the Eastern Pacific. European model is seeing one strong system moving northwest parallel to Mexico right over here. We are seeing one strong system, maybe in a category 1 system within the next couple of days, as late as that week, next week, as you can see right over here. So the European model is seeing one system while the GFS model is seeing two. So I do expect something to develop, at least one system. I don't know about two systems, two hurricanes developing in the Eastern Pacific, but I do expect one system, maybe in a tropical storm, at least to develop within the Eastern Pacific in the next couple of days. When you look at the icon model, icon model is not really saying anything different. The icon model is picking up something to develop, as you can see right over two systems by early next week, as you can see right over here, moving northwest, as you can see right over here. So the icon model is kind of agreeing with the GFS model. I can give it that, as you can see right over here. But I will keep you guys updated right over here. And as we look the North Tropical Atlantic, let's look at the that dry air. Let's look at the GFS model. Look at that dry air that is in the Caribbean, where Tropical Storm Bret is. I will show you guys that. As you can see right there goes Tropical Storm Bret. You can see most of the moisture is on the east side, like I showed you guys. You can see there's a lot of dry air to the west, and that's going to be pushing in a lot of wind shear. You can see the wind shear facing towards Bret, and as you can see, as that wind shear moves from the west to the east, it is expected to weakening Tropical Storm Bret right over here with very dry, no thunderstorm activity to the west, as you can see right over here. But as a tropical storm Cindy moves northwest, it is expected to encounter some dry air, some wind shear throughout its lifetime. This is Sunday that dry air starts to get wrapped around the center. In the next couple of days, it is expected to re-strengthening, maybe in fact impacting Bermuda by late next week. So I will keep you guys updated right over here. I already showed you guys all this. Let's look at the current model from Tropical Storm Bret right over here. Winds around 50 miles per hour. This is what it looks like right over here. There you go. You see Tropical Storm Bret expected to weakening. I will show you guys some models, but as you can see, this circulation is right over here. As you can see, this is what it looks like I just showed you guys. As you go back here, most of the intensity models do take it moving west throughout the Caribbean, impacting the Central American region, country right over here within the next couple days or so. As you can see right over here, most models do take it into the Central American country right over here. Maybe as a tropical depression, a tropical wave. Don't expect this system to be strong. That wind shear is going to help you guys out with weakening Tropical Storm Bret, as you can see right over here. Another one, a GFS model, is saying the same thing. Most of the models are agreeing that this is supposed to move west throughout the Caribbean, impacting the Central American region, including Honduras right over here, as a maybe a weak tropical depression, tropical wave right in the next couple days, as you can see right over here. And most models do indicate that it is a weakening, as you can see right over here, expected to become a tropical depression within the next 72 hours. But we do see reach strengthening within the next couple of days, as you can see right over here. But in the next 96 hours, we do see weak strengthening, as most of the models do take it back up to a tropical depression. One model is taking it even up to a Category 1 storm. Maybe as it moves throughout the Eastern Pacific, crossing the Central American region within the next couple days or so, it may re-strengthen it, as you can see right here. That may be that disturbance that we are watching, that 20% chance of disturbance we are watching throughout the Eastern Pacific from the National Hurricane Center. As you look at Tropical Storm Cindy, you can see winds still at around 50 miles per hour. Hasn't really strengthening as much today like it was supposed to. And most models right over here do take it like, moving parallel to the Lesser Antilles, moving northwest, west northwest at around maybe 16 miles per hour. Expected to move quicker in speeds within the next couple of days, and it's expected to stay a tropical storm. And by maybe Sunday, right over here, expected a weakening. And by Tuesday, see some weakening within this system right over here. Now, as we go back here, as you look at most of the models are saying that this could move northwest. Most models are saying it's expected to move throughout the Caribbean waters right over here. It is expected to move northwest, maybe impacting Bermuda next week, as you can see right over here, as it expected to become uh, weakening back down to a tropical depression, maybe retreating to a tropical storm, maybe in a hurricane by late next week, as you can see right over here. Another model, the GFS model, is saying that it's expected to move west northwest, maybe impacting Bermuda, especially the western parts of Bermuda within the next couple of days or so. This is another model not taking it to the Caribbean or the Lesser Antilles right over here. You can see most models do state this as a tropical storm within the next 24 hours. It is expected to move up to at least 55 miles per hour, as you can see right over here. And as you can see, it goes back down and maybe restricted it back up to a tropical storm. So the Atlantic has been very, very active for the past couple of weeks, maybe a couple of days. As you can see, whatever, we already have two named systems at the same time right now. That is very, very historic. And I will keep you guys updated, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I'll go down here. This is my channel right over here for Cyclone right over here. Please subscribe. I will keep you guys updated, and I thank you all for watching my video. I'll see you on the next video.